We're recording. Okay. We're going to talk today about retail commission. So I don't know have any of you guys been watching the Dynasty United income surge?
I just joined it today. Like I just asked to join it.
You just started it? Okay. So I started watching it a few weeks ago, and I'm not far into it. But the one I was listening to most recently was about retail commission. One of the top elite coaches signs 4 coaches per month on average. We all sign 4 coaches per month on average. You know what I mean? Like, that's nothing. She's $1 million Beachbody earner, and she signs only 4 coaches per month. Her money does not come from recruiting. Her money comes from retail commission because she knows the products inside and out. So I'm not going to say that I'm an expert on the products. I don't even know what half of our products are, let alone like the ingredients in every single one of them and what their benefits are. So that's where we all need to become more knowledgeable, is in the products. What do the products, what are the ingredients? What do those ingredients do for our bodies? And how does that help us like live life? So I'm going to talk about a few different things, and I'm not going to touch on everything because I don't know everything. I'm going to be honest right there. So we're all going to have some homework after this as well. But okay, so number 1 tip when talking to your people, put your products in perspective, meaning how amazing and easy they are. So like, don't just say like, oh yeah, they're 30-minute workouts that you have no equipment for. What does that mean to your people? What does a 30-minute workout mean to them? It means you don't have the 20-minute commute to the gym, the 10 minutes of talking to people when you get there, the 10 minutes of talking to people before you leave, the 20 minutes coming home, plus the 32-hour-minute workout that you are embarrassed of because everybody's watching you and you're being judged and you're not working out to your hardest potential. You care what you look like. You don't want to look funny. Like, you know what I mean? Like when you're working out at home, who cares what you look like? You just hope you don't step on a child or trip over your own weights. Like, that's about the biggest concerns you have. So like, it's easy. It's done in 30 minutes, literally. Like, you press play, you're done 30 minutes later, you can go get your shower and go out with your day. And when you go to the gym, it's like, it's a production. And you know you've got to stop and get this on the way home and stop and do that. Like, it's not feasible for most people's routines. They work. These products work. Not only are they easy, are they simple, are they fun, but they work. Like, every single one of us now, every single one of us, Steph just started this, and she already has a 3-pound weight loss. Like, every single one of us has a transformation.
Which color do you want to start?
Sorry. Every single one of us has a transformation story. So it's like, it's time. It's time to share these stories, and it's time to share them from our perspective, but at the same time, put it in their perspective. If you're talking to someone without children, they don't care that their kids are running around and they don't have to put them in daycare. You need to talk about the fact that they can do other things. Like, what are they passionate about? So if you're talking to someone who their husband's a huge fisher and they go like fishermen, and they go fishing every weekend, or they go fishing every night, or whatever, something like that. Talk to them about, like, you don't have to go to the gym for 2 hours anymore. You can get your workout done before you guys go in the morning, and you've got the rest of the day to enjoy it with your husband and your family or whatever. You know what I mean? Put it in their perspective. What is it going to talk about their pain points and go to that. Create that value. So let's talk about putting the coaching opportunity in perspective for a second. So as a coach, I'm going to go back to my job as a car salesperson. I used to work at a Honda and Hyundai dealership as an internet salesperson. I had to tell somebody and convince somebody to come in and look at a Honda or a Hyundai. Okay, that's hard. Calling someone and saying, like, you need this car. No, you need it today. I don't care that it's $35,000. You need it today. Oh, it's only going to be a $400 a month payment for the next 10 years. It's fine. Come on in and buy this car. That's hard. Where else did I work? I worked, I don't know. All my jobs have been hard. Digital marketing, my digital marketing job. I had to convince people, oh, it's only $700 a month for me to manage your social media. I only require you to do a 6-month contract, because I wasn't going to do it for 1 month and put all that time in. It wouldn't be worth it. So I'm only going to require a 6-month contract. Convincing someone of that, That's hard. To get them to sign that contract and get them to commit for 6 months to $700 a month, that's hard. You know what's not hard? Selling a Shakeology. Selling Shakeology is not hard because there's value to that individual person and their future. It is not a commitment. It is a 1 month purchase. There's no commitment. That's not hard. What's hard is trying to convince somebody to do something that doesn't change their life. It's not hard to convince somebody to do something that changes their life. So when I was working at the car dealership, I was the manager of the internet department. Where did I go from there? I worked harder to get a bonus, to get whatever. Where was I going to go? I had nowhere to move up that ladder. Like, what did I have to reach for? What did I, like, recognition of what? Like, what was I going to get there? There was nothing. They didn't reward me with anything. They didn't do anything special. They didn't even have a Christmas party. Like, there was nothing there. What we get bonuses. If you sign 5 coaches in 5 weeks, you get an extra $100. Linda just got that this week. So, like, just by, like, doing the work and doing it well, you get bonuses on money. I'm going to Punta Cana for free. I'm going to Riviera Maya for free. I just went to California for free. Nicolette just took me to North Carolina for free. Like, we get all of these opportunities. Like, we just did a little photo shoot for free. Like, we get to do all of these fun things that, like, most jobs you would never get to do. Let me tell you, when we did our photo shoot with the car dealership, I'm just kidding. We did not do a photo shoot with the car dealership. That wasn't, like, a thing. I worked with a whole bunch of old men, like, and it was not satisfying going to work. Like, I went to work and was, like, catcalled and this and that. Like, it was degrading to go to work. Now I go to work and, like, other women pick me up and make me feel good, and they tell me how hot and sexy I am, but it's different. It's so different. And okay, so just moving up that ladder, like that, like, I'm pretty sure we've all had corporate jobs at some point. We've all worked something in a corporate world, whether it's even just like hospitality or anything like that. We've all kind of had a job where it's like, where do you go from here? The only place to go from my department when I worked at that car dealership was to the general manager. There's one general manager position, and that guy pretty much has to die to move into that position. So it's not like there's anywhere to go. And there's a lot of other people that are going to compete for that when he dies. So it wasn't fun. And there was nowhere to go. Here, there's no limit. You could make as much money as you want to make, have as high of a title as you want to have as big of a team as you want to have, be as big of a manager as you want to be. And that's all on you. You get to decide where you want to go with this. So, okay, I'm going to give you guys some tips. Number 1, create value. Don't go to the people who are like, need you. Don't go to the people who you think need you. Like the people that are 200 pounds obese, they sit there and they eat their bag of Doritos for breakfast. They aren't going to buy Shakeology. I'm telling you right now, you're going to waste your breath. Yes, it would be ideal to get them to, but they're not going to understand the value in it. So they're not going to say, oh yeah, I'll go buy that $140 shake. They're not going to do that because they don't see the value in it. You want to go to people who already have an interest in their health because they're going to be the ones who say like, oh my gosh, it has X, Y, and Z ingredients in it, and I know what that does for my body, and I definitely need that. Like people that already have an interest in health and fitness are the ones who are going to be more inclined to purchase the Shakeology. They're willing to invest in themselves, and they understand the ingredients, and they're willing to pay for those ingredients. And they already put themselves first. Trying to convince someone to put themselves first is hard. It's hard. They're like, oh no, they're set in their ways. They're not going to change. Like they have to be willing to understand the importance of putting themselves first. That's where we need to convince them through our social media posts, like how we're doing it, so that they get it in their own mind and come to us. Those people will come to us. We aren't going to be able to change their mind without them seeing us do it. Number 2, 80% of your results come from your nutrition. 20% of your results come from your workout. That's huge. That's something we really need to be pushing. We could work out all day long, but if we're eating crap and fueling our body with crap, it's not going to matter. Jen, I think you can even attest to this. Like you used to work out for hours, and until you were fueling your body with those right nutrients, you weren't hitting your goals. So you used to run marathons and stuff, and like you still weren't happy. Like now you're like do a 30-minute workout and drink a shake and you're like, heck yeah, look at me. So like, it's different now. And it's because the ingredients in these shakes, you could eat clean food all day long, but your body isn't absorbing the nutrients. Your body needs those vitamins and minerals to absorb that nutrients. And that's what Shakeology has. So Shakeology has those vitamins and minerals, and your real foods have those vitamins and minerals, but Shakeology is making you absorb your real foods. So it's also going to make you absorb the Doritos, so stay away from them. But like, keep your clean eating, and that will also, it will fuel your body for success. Number 3, price. Tell me by a show of hands who says they get the objection of, oh, it's too expensive. Exactly. So that's because they're not seeing the value in it. That means you're not showing the value in it. And I'm going to raise both my hands too, because I know that I haven't shown the value in it at times as well. So you need to find a way to find their struggle. What is their struggle? Find out. One of the first questions you should ask, or in your conversation, you should ask, where are you in your health and fitness goals? What are your health and fitness goals? Where have you struggled in the past with your health and fitness goals that you haven't reached them? Like, what are your struggles? Find out what those struggles are and tell them how you're going to fix it, how you have that solution. So if someone tells you like, oh, I just don't have the motivation, and you're like, well, guess what? I've got these awesome accountability groups. I will message you every single day to make sure you're doing it, et cetera, et cetera. Tell them what you're going to do for them. Oh, I just don't have the support at home. My husband, he just sits there and does nothing. Yeah, guess who else's husband sits there and does nothing? Well, guess what? Like, that doesn't stop me. You need to make the decision in your own head. And if you want me to hold your hand through that process until you're confident in it, I'll do it. That's what you need to tell people. And you need to kind of be like, you can't be like, oh, it's okay. It's okay. No, just be like, guess what? You've got a buddy now. I'm going to hold you accountable. Be bold, be that person, because that's what they're looking for. They need you to be strong for them because they're not strong. And explain to them that like this Shakeology is the only thing they're going to put in their body all day that's worth the crap. Honestly, like think back to before you all started Beachbody. What was the most healthy thing you ate all day? A glass of milk with your Cheerios? I'm not sure. Like I don't even know what my most healthy thing was that I used to eat. Like maybe a serving of vegetables, maybe a fruit every day. Like who knows? But Shakeology, it's a no-brainer. Like we know we're getting what we need in that shake every single day. Number 4, a lot of people are like, oh, it's all the same. Shako, Herbalife, Plexus. Come on, guys. It's not the same. It is not the same. They think a protein shake is a protein shake is a protein shake. It is not a protein shake. Yeah. And let me ask you, who here is protein deficient? Has your doctor come and told you you're protein deficient? Why do you need to drink a protein shake? You don't. Like you don't. Unless you are lifting hard, you don't need a protein shake. Your body is not protein deficient. And if it is, add an extra scoop of protein to your Shakeology, because your shake is not a protein shake. Yes, there's protein in it, but it is not a protein shake. You're getting protein because there are fruits and veggies in that shake with protein in it. It is not because it's a protein shake. They call this the positive indifference. They don't know the difference between Shakeology and Herbalife or any of these other things. Herbalife is crap. Let's just start there. Herbalife is crap. Most people in this world, including us prior to Shakeology, are nutrient deficient, no matter how clean you're eating. And I mentioned this a little bit ago. So if you find yourself craving something, like it's something good, it's usually because you're deficient in them. You could be deficient in iron, or you could be deficient in a vitamin of some sort. I am not a nutritionist, so I'm not going to go into detail. But that's because you're craving a nutrient. Drink your shake and see if you're still craving it. I bet you're not. Just something to point out. Okay. Number 5, features tell, benefits sell. The features of the product. What is the product? That's what you tell about that. But what it does, the benefits of that product are what's going to sell it. So are you telling about the product, or are you giving the benefits of the product? Are you telling about it or are you selling about it? So always end your conversations with what this means to you. This challenge group means to you this. Drinking Shakeology would mean this for you. The accountability would mean this for you. Whatever your pain point is, what does that mean for them? Tell them what it means for them. Jesse, these groups for you mean that you don't have to put your kids in the dirty daycares and your kids don't have to get sick. You don't have to lug them out in this 30-degree weather and snow you're having. You can do your workout while they're napping and move on. Jen, what this means for you is you can be working on your stuff in your basement, quick press play on your phone down in the basement, do your workout real quick and get right back to work. Maggie, what this means for you is you can get up in the morning and not have to like get your kids out of bed or anything like that, get it done, and then teach your daughter preschool. Like what this means for you, Steph, is that you get to learn this portion control and learn what foods actually benefit your body, and you get to learn how to eat a healthy meal, building it with these little fun portion control containers. What does it mean for you? Like, what does it actually mean for you? You're teaching your you're teaching your boyfriend how to eat clean, and you're being proof of that product. Like, what does it mean for you guys? And what does it mean for your customer? Share that. Number 6, if you don't know an answer to a question, saying, I don't know is not a good idea. Say, oh, that's a really great question. You know, no one's ever asked me that before. Here, let me grab my coach and bring her into this conversation. Here, hold on, let me find out and I'll get right back to you. Message them the next day if you have to. Find out, post in our coach communities, figure it out. You're gonna come back and you're gonna have more respect from them because you got the correct answer than giving them a line of BS. And you didn't rush the sale. They're not gonna be like, oh, well, she just didn't want me to buy right then and there. She really wanted to help me and give me that information. Like, get the right information, get the information that's gonna benefit them the most. Okay, find out your answers. Next. Who has had the objection that they can't drink Shakeology because it was processed in a non-gluten-free factory or there was processed with nuts and fish? Have you had that yet? Okay, well, you're probably going to because I've had it many times. But what that means is, so factories that, like it's usually they're brought in big containers. Like the factories where they're like created are one place, and then they're brought into like shipping places where they're brought in big containers and then they're like put into the bags and this and that. Well, on one floor, there might be Shakeology. On the next floor, it might be Reese's peanut butter cups. On the next floor, it might be like Sunkissed tuna fish. They're all in separate factories. It's all in one building, but in separate factories. So the way that works is that and the reason they have to put that in that bag is because if 2 factory workers are in the elevator and a little piece of peanut lands on the other factory worker, they have to say that because there could be a trace of it in the factory somewhere. It's not because they're all processed in the same plant going down the same conveyor belt. That's not how that works at all. 100%. So you can explain that to people. It is not processed together. It is processed in the same building in separate areas. The chance of them ever seeing a trace of any of that in their Shakeology is slim to none. Like, you will not die, I promise. And then, okay. So, number 8, ask the questions. What are things you struggled with in the past to hit your goals? I think I kind of mentioned this before. I can't minimize this. Hold on, maybe I can add something. Yes, I can. Okay, I can look at another tab. I have some questions. Let me pull them up real quick. I was talking to my corporate mentor, Robbie, yesterday, and he gave me some questions. I sent them to most of us, but these are some really great questions to follow up with at the end of your conversations. From a health and fitness standpoint, what are you facing right now? How is that a problem for you? Or why is that a goal for you? How is that impacting you? Who or what else is it impacting? What would success with this look like for you? What has stopped you from succeeding with this in the past? And that's usually where your invite happens. And then if you were successful with this, what would it gain you? Those are some really good questions to ask for getting the real problems out and making them visualize what this can do for them. Okay, and now I'm done kind of giving like tips, and now I'm just going to kind of talk about some things that were talked about in this video. So before you started Shakeology and everything, did anyone take like vitamins, or I'm not saying prescriptions, but medicine? Did you take medicine for sleeping? Did you ever take sleeping pills? Anyone?
I took melatonin.
Melatonin.
Okay. Do you now?
Nope.
Okay. Did you need coffee as soon as you woke up?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you still?
No.
I probably don't, but I love it.
I know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Now
do
it's
too.
more like for the comfort, like you just have a cup. But
Yeah.
like, before it was like, give me the coffee. Like I don't even drink it anymore because I do my workout first thing. I wake up and work out. Okay. So vitamins.
Falling asleep on the way taking.
Yeah.
Vitamins. Yeah. Because why? Because you know you're not getting enough nutrients in your food?
I think that's what it was, because I was literally like, I mean, at 8 o'clock in the morning, I fell asleep on the way. Just
Yeah.
had to have a nap during the day. Like I took a 30-minute nap.
Yeah. So, but for vitamins, it's probably because you're not getting enough nutrients in your food and stuff.
Okay, what color are the other side of the wings going to be?
Meg, I'm just going to mute you.
Your blue wing? Should we rinse?
Oh, maybe it's not Maggie. I don't know who's talking.
It might be me.
Oh, Jesse. Okay, I'll mute you, Jesse. Okay. I just hear it keeps breaking me up. Okay.
Yeah, I took prenatal vitamins like long after I stopped breastfeeding, just because I felt like it was going to give me more energy and help my hair grow and all that.
So, and yeah, prenatals, the only thing you need is the folate acid. Is the only thing you need to take when drinking Shakeology if you're pregnant or nursing. All the other nutrients are in Shakeology. Who took pills to poop? Who took pills to stop pooping? I mean, everybody has their different things, but they were all over the counter medicine. So you're healthy, right? You don't go to the doctor. You're healthy with all these self-prescribed pills. So you don't, like, imagine removing all of those things from your cupboard and replacing it with one bag of Shakeology. All those $5, $8, $12 bottles of stuff that you're taking every day, and you replace it with a $4 shake. Power greens. So this is the retail side is why I'm talking about this, because you guys earn commission on retail. So when people are telling you about, I can't sleep at night. Have you talked to them about Recharge? Recharge is an overnight protein that helps them fill their belly, it helps recover you from the day, and helps you sleep at night. So Recharge is great. Power greens are a boost that you can add to your Shakeology. It's for people that don't get enough green vitamins in their daily allowance of foods. Children never eat enough vegetables. Throw some power greens in their shake. It gives you less acidity. Your body will have less acidity from these power greens. And acidity is the #1 leader of cancer cells. Acidity helps cancer cells grow and thrive in your body. Okay, so when you're talking to people who've done diet pills, or if you've done diet pills, the digestive boosts will help you lose weight. It will help you. It's a scoop. It's just a little like container. It's an additional scoop you put in your shakes. It'll help your digestive system. Turmeric, and aloe. They help you absorb minerals and nutrients in your body. It also aids in digestion and controls diabetes. Those come in the Soothe for the ultimate reset. A lot of people who are like all Whole30 I just learned about this, do not like promote Whole30 because they're getting money from Whole30. We have the ultimate reset. I never realized that they were the same thing. They're very similar. So the ultimate reset is basically like you get more food, but it's similar to the 3-day refresh, but it's for 30 days. And it's similar to a Whole30 where you're eating all good fruits and veggies. Jen, you want to try it for 30 days with me? We don't need to, but like, I think eventually I will. I feel like I need to, as a coach, I need to be able to do it to like talk about it, but not after those 3 days that I just did. Steph just started hers today, and she said she threw up after drinking the fiber sweet.
Yeah.
So did you chug it?
I drank it a little bit by a little bit, and then I chugged it, and that's when I threw up.
Okay, so you should have chugged it from the beginning because it got thick, didn't it?
No, it didn't get thick.
At the end,
It was like getting slightly thick, but it didn't get real thick.
How much water did you put with it?
10 ounces.
Okay. I probably put about like 8
I drank
ounces.
it fast.
What?
I drank it fast.
Okay. But then you actually literally threw up?
Yeah. All over me and all over the couch.
Well.
See, I didn't mind it. I actually like that one. I like it way better than the vanilla. I hate the vanilla.
I chose
I'm not looking forward to it.
So I put like this much water in my Shaco cup. I shake it up. I don't put anything else in it so that I can quickly chug it. I do like room temperature water because it's easier to chug. But I just did like room temperature water, shook it up, chugged it, and then followed it with like fruits or veggies.
Okay. That's what I'll do. I thought about maybe adding lemon juice to it too because I like lemon juice a lot.
You could probably do that to the lemon. I wouldn't do that to the vanilla, but you could probably do that to the fiber sweet.
Yeah.
And that's just once a day. The vanilla is twice a day. But
okay.
Yeah. Anyway, those were all my notes. So another one, a few more. Those who drink Gatorade, those with children. I don't know why I didn't think of this before. It was kind of like a brain explosion this morning. Hydrate. We have Hydrate, and it's clean, and it's not full of sugar, and it's not full of artificial colors. Hydrate. We need to get Hydrate for Gatorade for our children. Like, duh. I have it, and I haven't given it to my children, and my son is sick today. Guess who's getting Hydrate this afternoon with a Shaco? And it's clean, like, duh. Okay, so then Recharge for sleep and muscle aches. Recharge. When you don't know the best ways to clean your carpets, what do?
Look it up.
Google it. When you don't know what the ingredients are in something, what do?
Google it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when you don't, like, if you're like talking to someone and they're like, oh, I have Lyme's disease. Well, you quickly look up what are the best ingredients to help deal with Lyme's disease and figure out which of our products have those ingredients in it and tell them which one they need. Use Google. When you don't know, you don't know what the volume means in your online office, Google it. There's a YouTube video about it. If you use Google and ask me questions, but try to figure it out on your own first. Because learning it on your own first is going to make you a better business person. If you can't figure it out, obviously come to me. Of course, ask me any questions you want. But if you can do it on your own, you're going to be able to share that knowledge and you'll absorb it better than me just telling you everything. So try to figure out things on your own and then come to me afterwards or post in the team page or do something else like it just to get your answer. But of course, you can always ask me. Shaco podcast. Make sure you guys know about the Shakeology podcast. It is Darren O'Lean's Shakeology podcast. I got to meet Darren O'Lean at NLC. He is genius. Like, he actually physically goes to the indigenous locations to hunt for ingredients for Shakeology. Like, I want to go on a ingredient hunt with Darren O'Lean. Like, how cool would that be? To like go around and like find these. I don't even know what he does. Like, I hope in my mind, he's like on all fours, like crawling through the jungle trying to find these ingredients. Like, I want to do that. But anyway, so another thing I was thinking of, would you guys, if you guys would be interested, if you guys figure out like this ingredient works really well for this, write up a little thing about it. I'll post it on my blog, and that way you guys can always link to it. unless you guys want to have your own blogs, like create your own, but until you decide to do that, like I have one already that we can just post to. For example, like migraines, what of our stuff works for migraines? What of our stuff works for Lyme disease? What works for POTS? What works for diabetes? Like, what are the things? So you're going to be finding out these things. Write up a little something so you can always have it to like pull from, and we'll just have it all live in like one database of stuff. We can put it all there, and you can have like you as the author on the blog if you want to, so you have like your own little thing on there. But I think that would be a really good, awesome idea to have like a resource of Team TransforME's resource of like everything. So that way we can be like, oh, there's something here on the blog. Let me link to this for you. Just some ideas. We have less than a minute left, guys, just so you know. So questions?
How do you spell Oline for Darren?
I don't know.
Oh.
Olien.
You can submit questions to them too. They do it once a month. The podcast.
Mm-hmm.
It's on YouTube and like iTunes and Podbean.
Okay.